Not the privilege or the challenge of being the best man this amazing man here today. And I've got to say, it's a real honour, and I won't say anything to offend anyone, upset anyone, embarrass anyone.
Boo!
Unless your name is Jojo. Joe, thanks for the honour of being your best man. And Claire, thanks for handling 95%, maybe 99% of the organising. On behalf of everyone, thank you for sharing a special day with us. So my first toast will be to Joe and Claire. First toast. Joe and Claire, thank you for dinner. Sorry, quite angry. Claire, you look stunning. Your dress, your hair, everything's perfect. Joe, I'm surprised you found a suit that fit you, but well done. So congratulations. Let's not forget the bridesmaids. Saskia, Jenny, Zara, Amy, Glenn, you all look wonderful. So big hand for the bridesmaids. There you go. I've not even had a bit of drink either, so there you go. Let's keep the applause going for the mothers. Thank you for your love and support. And to Claire's family, congratulations. You must be thrilled that Claire has found her man, a jackpot, a doctor. And you know what that means? Free medical advice for life. Very useful for James over there, I'm sure. And finally, to all the families, thank you for being here. A round of applause for everyone. So why are we here today? We're here to celebrate love, marriage, commitment, companionship, partnership, and also to mark the end of Joe's days of trying to make friends. Because we all know that Claire's got that covered. Indeed, there comes a point in your life when you meet that one special person. That person that changes everything. You could never spend another day without them for the rest of your life. And that happened for Joe. We met me 16 years ago. So Joe and I met at the University of Birmingham Athletics Club, or BUAC as it's known, a couple of BUAC people at the back over there. Joe was a year above me or 2 years above me? Or did you drop out or come back in? Year above. Okay. Well, Joe immediately took pity on me because I did actually get coerced into saying I am the White House. Although I went with it, I rolled with it, it was fine. So he took pity on me and, immediately we got on pretty well. We went on a trip to the Forest of Dean training camp where we shared a dorm. And my first impressions of Joe was like, this guy cannot let anything go. Like, trying to justify anything with him was just a nightmare. So he's like super glue, can't let it go, and it was really annoying. Anybody's like with Joe, on a conversation with Joe, he's so pernickety, it's unbelievable. But, it wasn't long until I found out I quite sadistically liked it. so the more he would do it, the more I'd wind him up. And you see the steam coming out of his ears, and I would just say things illogically and throw him off. And it still forms the basis of our friendship today. Joe is affectionately known as Dreamy Joe. A nickname that's always puzzled me. Is it his dreamy eyes? Is it his charming personality? Or is it because he put his patients to sleep? One thing it's definitely for is his ability to send a text message. Joe, you are one of the worst people in the world at sending a text message. I think you should be called Nightmare Joe. I'm actually surprised you made it here today, or managed to invite anybody, but we all know that Claire's got that covered. One of the most unforgettable moments I had with Joe was in fact when I was in the cinema. I was sat down in my chair when the adverts came on before the cinematic experience, I can't remember what it was now. And there, the screen was black. And I heard this haunting melody of a synthesizer echoing against the blackness of the screen. And there emerged this beach surrounded with mist, and it was all very nice. Next thing you know, I saw a sight that I thought I'd never see, a sight I never want to see again. The camera slowly pans to the shore, and it revealed a slow motion capture of Joe Doan running along the beach, the iconic Vangelis scheme, Chariots of Fire. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, the so-called virtuous Joe Doan sold his soul to the devil. He took Rupert Murdoch's money to star in an advert for the 2012 Olympics for the scandal-ridden Sun newspaper. And if you haven't seen it, it is still on YouTube. One of the worst things about it is that in the actual video, he gets overtaken by a milkman and a guy carrying a turkey. You know, people didn't get past Joe. You know, no one got past him at the intermediate final, which Joe won, the under 20s. Not even Michael Salter could get past him at the back, who was second in that race. But yeah, well done. Joe won a UK title once. Yeah, no one cares. One of the highlights of our friendship was when Joe and I decided to tackle the West Highland Way. Another hike. Who would have thought? He dragged me on it. I didn't want to go, but I went. It was a 96-mile trek through Scotland's most rugged, beautiful landscapes. I'm not going to lie, it was brutal. About mile 80, I had a blister the size of a small country on my foot, and I was ready to call it quits. But Joe, his infinite wisdom, or should I say stubbornness, he wouldn't let me stop. He dragged me the last 60 miles, insisting, pain builds character. A phrase he's lived by because he's been inflicting pain on his patients for years. After 6 days of hiking through torrential rain, battling midges, sleeping in a tiny two-man tent with me, and my girlfriend will tell you I also snore quite loudly, so fair play to him. We made it to Fort William, and to celebrate, we had a fancy seafood dinner. Bear in mind that we just battled the elements, walked in dressed in mud, we went and had a fancy seafood dinner, and they let us in. Sat by the door, but we were there. After a few more adventures, Joe abandoned me. He abandoned me to live in New Zealand, where he became obsessed with cycling. I think that's where it started. And the famous New Zealand director, Taika Waititi, they're not necessarily in that order. But despite all the hobbits, breathtaking scenery, he eventually left paradise to move back with me in South London. So either New Zealand wasn't all it was cracked up to be, or we just couldn't resist my charm. Personally, who could blame me? At that point, we decided to make the dream a reality. We moved into our two-bed, penthouse, luxury bachelor pad in Wandsworth. We were ready to live the high life. Joe, of course, moved in with no bed and no possessions apart from his bike. Classic Joe. Now, as you've heard a lot, Joe absolutely loves cycling. Whether he's cycling the online world on Swift, whether he's going all over the country, whether he's tinkering on his many bikes, it's all about the two wheels. Now, I thought about this. Why does he love cycling so much? Is it because he's no longer fast enough to run? Is it because it's a midlife crisis? Or is it because he just loves wearing micro? Personally, I think it's all about the lycra. In fact, Joe, I think if you had your way, you'd be wearing a lycra suit today. And who'd have thought that a man who can't let go of an argument, or his precious lycra, would be so quick to let go of his bachelorhood? So we spent a few weeks acquiring the furniture we needed for our bachelor paradise. We've got a whiskey globe, we've got a vinyl player, a big TV and surround sound, and a lovely cabinet for our wine and liqueur, including the pink gin, that's right, Claire. We're all set up for the bachelor life that all men dream of. To celebrate our moving in, we decided to go to the Guildford pub, which is a pub on Wandsworth Common. If you're in the area, check it out, it's very nice. So we're there, fresh on a new place, and I mentioned to Joe that I received a random Facebook invite from Claire Smiley on her 30th birthday. I thought to myself, could this be a mistake? And I thought, no way, she's a professional events organiser. She would never make a mistake. So, I turned to Joe and said, fancy crashing this party? It's just around the corner at the Bedford. We were 10 minutes walk. And Joe said, yeah, all right, let's go. So, he then looked at the invite and said, wait, do we have to be in fancy dress? Who does fancy dress anymore? So 30 minutes later, we walk in and surprise, everyone's in fancy dress. Claire's friends were really nice about it, really accommodating, but I'm pretty sure Claire gave us the Claire stare of death, showing that like we missed it that moment. Turns out, we were invited by accident, but is that the best kind of invite? I think it probably is. So, a few months later, I returned the favour and invited Claire to my party, and it was on purpose this time. I think Scott hinted earlier about the gender balance at the party, so that was pretty accurate. We did all the girls we could get. So, I also invited Jenny, who's here as a bridesmaid today, and I'd like to think it is a life lesson. Sometimes you have to say yes to things. I'm a yes man. I love to seize the day and just go for it. What is the worst that could happen? You might have a great time, meet interesting people, get great experiences, or you may meet the love of your life. Or sometimes you meet Joe. But we don't know if you know. Well, rather than staying that night, Jenny dragged Claire, apparently, kicking and screaming to my party. It was a lively affair. There was 500 chicken nuggets, which is a highlight for me. It was a fairly incident-heavy night where Jenny, give us a wave, Jenny. So Jenny broke my laptop. She started a fight, but she successfully went her main girl, Claire. Now, the nuggets are an important part of the story, as it was over these golden passes of chicken heaven that Claire and Joe first put each other's eyes. The shop roulette was next to the chicken nuggets. They chatted and focused on each other, sat by the windowsill, and transferred each other's company. Doing my wingman duties, I kept dipping in, see how it was going. Turns out it was going very well. There was no need for me to do anything. We went out that night to the Tooting Tram Social nightclub, and then we danced the night away, and the rest, I can say, is history. So, of course, when Claire and Joe became official, she started hanging around in our bachelor paradise. I remember when Claire marvelled at our whiskey pledge. Really wasn't it? Whiskey was amazing, wasn't it amazing? Nice and weird. But she said, Pete, what's that pink gin for? I said, well, Claire, it's for the ladies. In case the ladies came round and would like a drink. Claire was a little annoyed by this. She was like, no, Pete, just because it's pink doesn't mean girls like it. That's quite misogynistic, don't you think? I said, yeah, you're right. I apologise. I'll try and go from it, and I won't make a comment over again. Anyway, I visited Claire's place about 4 weeks later, and what was on the mantelpiece? Not one, not two, but 7 bottles of pink gin. So, Claire, I've got your personal bottle. So every time I visit them, she'll tell you, I bring them a bottle of pink gin, which won't fail. You have about 10 bottles now. But I'll never let you get it down. So I'd like to finish by asking Claire to please put her right hand on the table. Joe, I'd like to ask you to put your left hand on top of Joe's right hand. On top of it. Yes, that's it. So Joe's hand is now on top of Claire's hand. Enjoy this moment, Joe, because this is the first and the last time you have the upper hand in this marriage. In all seriousness, Claire, you found an amazing guy. I know the two of you will build a life full of love and laughter, and it'll be truly special. Someone is unbreaking Joe's ability in an argument, and is enjoying love for life. Here's to a lifetime. Not just a few years, Bob. Here's to a lifetime. Thank you for listening. It's been a brilliant audience. And now I'm going to shut up, let everyone enjoy the rest of the night, give my final cheers. Joe and Claire.